The strangest relationship advice I ever received came from my tailor. That day, I was in a shop taking my measurement for my traditional wedding dress. All of a sudden, this tailor stopped and looked at me. Then she asked me this question: "Are you sure you are going to marry him?" When she said this thing, I looked at her in a strange way. I was like, "What do you mean?" She asked me again, "Are you sure you are going to have this wedding?" I told her, "Why won't I have the wedding? We have already printed invitation cards. My family has known his family. His family has come to introduce themselves to me. In fact, we've told friends and family that we are getting married. The date has already been fixed. So why am I not sure that I will not marry him?" I just told her, "Madam, I beg, face the thing you are supposed to do, which is to sew my dress. Stop interfering in things that doesn't concern you." So after that day, I went home and I told my sister what my tailor displayed. My sister and I laughed over it, and my sister even said, "All these tailors self, they like to dey chook mouth for matter for wetin no concern them." So a week later, I went for my first fitting, and when this woman was doing her thing, that's my tailor, when she was doing her thing, she still looked at me again and asked that same question: "Are you sure you are going to marry this man?" When she asked me this question for the second time, I was like, "Madam, what is it now? What is it with all this question you're asking me anytime I come to take measurement? Just do your job, which is to sew my clothes and keep it moving." Then my tailor said no, that she's not telling me this thing from a place of hate, that she's asking me this thing from a place of concern, because she noticed that the first day me and my fiancé walked into her shop, the way I behaved, it shows that the marriage may not continue. When she said it, I said, "God forbid that my marriage must continue." That anything she noticed in my fiance's behavior, that's how he behaves. And I believe that marriage is all about sacrifice. I mean, there are sacrifices you put into a relationship, so it should not be wasted. But when I left her shop that day and I went home, everything this tailor said was just ringing in my ears. That's when I started noticing some things that she said. The days that when me and my fiancé will have issue, and he will be the one that is at fault, but he will not talk to me for days until I beg. The days that if I go out without telling him, he will shout at me for not taking permission from him. In fact, I even remember my fiancé telling me that when we get married, I'm going to transfer all the money in my account into his account. And I didn't see any red flag in all these things, because I was more focused on the present, which is trying to make my relationship work. And given that we've already put effort in inviting people, we've done introduction, we've fixed wedding dates, I was just concerned about the wedding, the celebration, not the marriage. Now, a few weeks after this whole thing, there was something that happened that made me finally believe that first question. That's the first day that I went to my tailor's place, that thing that she asked me. So that day I went to my cousin's introduction, and when I came back, my fiancé slapped me, all because I didn't take permission from him before going for my cousin's introduction. I was hurt, not physically, but I was hurt emotionally, because that was when everything started making sense to me, that I am openly walking into a red flag, and if I go ahead with this marriage, I am going to regret it. To cut the long story short, there and then I cancelled the wedding, I cancelled everything. I called my mom, called my dad, called my siblings, and told them that I'm no longer interested in the marriage. My mother tried to talk to me, my father tried to talk to me, but I told them that I can't go ahead with this, because this and many more is a red flag. Out of shame, the next week I went to my tailor's place and collected the remaining balance of her not finishing the dress. Then I asked her that, how did she know that I wasn't going to marry this guy? My tailor said the very first day that I came to her shop, she knew that the marriage was not going to hold, because she saw the way he talked to me. She saw the way he took control of everything. Even when she asked me questions about how I want the cloth to be, the way he answered instead of me to answer. And she saw that anytime I spoke to him, I wasn't in love with him. She saw fear in my eyes. That was why she decided to tell me to call those things that she noticed to my attention from day one, but I didn't listen. But at the end of the day, I told her thank you for drawing those things to my attention, because if she wasn't persistent, if she didn't tell me all these things, I would have overlooked the red flag and still gone ahead with the marriage. Imagine, I wanted to marry a man that told me that when we eventually get married, any money I make will be sent to his account. I was so love blinded. but I thank God for my tailor. Now looking back, I don't regret making that decision because a broken relationship is better than a broken marriage. What do you think of this story? Did she do the right thing by walking away, or she should have stayed and continued with the wedding? Please leave your thoughts in the comment section. Thank you so much for watching. With that being said, I'll see you in my next one. Bye.